Hello everyone and welcome to our second week of TCG PokeDECKS. Now, as you can see on your screen, today's deck will feature the second evolution line from the Pokedex. We are going to be featuring a Mega Charizard EX deck. Now, this is the Mega Charizard from the Generation set. Unfortunately, still no Spirit Links, although the new set has been leaked and we do know there are Spirit Links in that brand new set. So we will probably be seeing a refresh of these first few decks eventually on the channel. Definitely look forward to that. And to start us off, the question of the day: what's the best card from the new evolution set? I know there are a lot of potential candidates. There are new break Pokemon, new EXs. There's even Rattata. Like, even Rattata could be really good in this set, and Raticate as well. So definitely let me know what, in your opinion, is the best card from the new evolution set. And yeah, I hope you look forward to today's video. Now let's go over the deck list really quickly. We are using the Mega Charizard EX, as I mentioned, 220 HP, pretty nice. And now, with some decent luck, Heat Typhoon should be KOing almost every single Pokemon that we do attack. Now, relying on flips is obviously not the most competitive strategy, but we are here to have fun, so we're gonna flip a coin for every fire energy attached to Mega Charizard, and we could be dealing upwards of 300 damage if we get lucky enough. Now, paired up with the Mega Charizard is of course the basic Charizard EX. Combustion Blast is actually a really good attack. You can also rely on that in order to get some KOs here and there. You can KO Shaman that way, so Charizard EX is a very good attacker all around. And then we have 4 Volcanion. Now this card is what gives this deck a chance, I believe, now that Blacksmith is out of the format. This deck is for the standard format, in case you didn't notice. And we get to power up simultaneous Charizards with Power Heater, so I really look forward to to pairing these two. Now, support, we have 2 Shaman and 1 Hoopa, pretty standard. Then for our trainers, or supporters rather, we have 4 Sycamore, 3 N, and 2 Lysander, pretty basic. Kind of going on the low end of supporters, but we also have the 4 Ultra Ball to fetch Shaman, to fetch Hoopa. We have 3 Trainers Mail in order to find other things. And then the noteworthy cards here are 2 Switch and 1 Escape Rope, because we definitely need the Volcanion up in the active slot as soon as possible, and it will probably be sacrificed eventually for the turn where we do get to Mega Evolve. We do run 3 Experience Share, because since there's no Spirit Links, we are able to run other kinds of tool cards, and I feel like Experience Share is the best card here because you get to conserve energy. More energy means more flips, and therefore better odds of you KOing whatever your opponent has in play. And then we also have Max Elixir, which also gives us energy acceleration. We have 1 Escape Rope, same reasoning as the Switch, but just to have variety. 1 Super Art, and of course 3 Scorched Earth. These allow us to get energy back with Volcanion, give us draw cards, so I feel like this is a really good deck. Like, it has a lot of potential, and this kind of deck has a bit more support than the previous week where we used Mega Venusaur. So yeah, let's hope we are able to win 1 game today. Just the 1 game, I'll be really happy. So, Pokedex 2, Mega Charizard, let's go. I'm really excited, guys. I'm really excited. The support for the previous video was amazing. A lot of you expressed a lot of interest in the idea. Like, I featured 3 losses where I got completely run over, and the video still got a ton of support, so thank you guys so much for that. Really, thank you. And I hope Mega Charizard and this series in general keeps gathering interest, because I feel like we're gonna explore some really cool cards that you usually wouldn't get to see. And yeah, we should be in for quite a few fun games. Now, this is probably one of the best hands we could have possibly asked for. We are going first. I think I would have actually preferred to go second, so that I could actually attack, but then we would be liable to an opponent's N. Now, my opponent's deck is pure fire type, and seeing the rare candy and seeing so many fire energy in his starting hand, yep, we are up against a Typhlosion deck with massive eruption. So this is actually going to be a really hard matchup, I think. We might not even be able to rely on the Mega Charizard. We will get a ton of cards right now though off of his mulligans. But yeah, here's an idea for a future version of TCG PokeDECKS. Definitely a very good idea there. So maybe going second is better with this deck. Okay, I'm just gonna click pass. Gonna bench the Volcanion. I will attach an energy to the active Volcanion. I will then discard these two energies and find myself another Charizard, because that way we can guarantee that we get to power up two Charizards next turn by attaching two simultaneous energy. I will use the Trainer's Mail. We find a Scorched Earth. I guess if my opponent is playing Scorched Earth, which I believe we did see, it really won't hinder us at all. Now, the issue here is I will end up discarding the first Mega Charizard, but we do have the Super Rod and we do have more Mega Charizards, and I don't know how useful actually Mega Charizard will be. So we do hit the first Max Elixir, so we need to start putting a ton of pressure here. I'm just gonna pass for now. Maybe the Scorched Earth will help my opponent potentially. Maybe I should have used the Scorched Earth in this previous turn, but I'm okay with the way things are right now. Now my opponent does go for two Cyndaquil. That must mean that one of them is prized. I would assume his only Pokemon are the 4 Cyndaquil. It's only 4 basic Pokemon, so it should be really interesting. Now a version of this with Talonflame doesn't sound too bad actually. Doesn't sound too bad. And yeah, there's a tackle. So now I will definitely want to use the Scorched Earth, preparing for a potential next turn. I could fill up my bench here right now. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna attach the Charizard, so I could then potentially KO back the Typhlosion. And see, the thing is, I would really like to find either experience shares or N. I would really like that. I would generally really like that. I don't want to use the escape rope. I guess I'll try and go for the experience share, because I feel like my opponent is going to rare candy into Typhlosion the next turn, and that way I get to conserve some energy. Okay, great. So the experience share I will attach to this guy, and then the Max Elixir, which I do hit, that's great, I will attach to the Charizard, and now we will be pretty much ready with the first Charizard EX. Now, no Mega Charizard, that's for sure. There's also no guarantee that the Typhlosion will be up and running next turn, but we are preparing for like the worst case scenario, you know? The absolute worst case scenario, where he does get rare candy Typhlosion and simply runs us over with the first attack. Yeah, heavy ball, okay. I was gonna say something happened in my opponent's hand. There's the Typhlosion. So we're gonna see massive eruption, and I guess this is a nice matchup to show like 2 starter Pokemon, Typhlosion versus Charizard. Who's gonna come out on top? Who is going to come out on top? Now my opponent is kind of limited to only 4 Typhlosions, I guess. Okay, so he does get the KO on the Volcanion, which is perfectly fine. And in the process, he discarded 2 energy and I believe 2 N. So I'm gonna return KO here with my Charizard, and in case my opponent does okay, I would really like to hit this Max Elixir as well. I know I've hit a ton already, but I would really like to hit it. I do not. And now I don't want to get rid of my switches, just in case my opponent does find the next Typhlosion and one-hit KOs this charge, or rather, in case my opponent whiffs, so that I can actually get a KO with Combustion Blast. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do besides Combustion Blast at this point in time. So there's a KO. We get our prize card, which is a Mega Charizard. Okay. So I could have potentially waited a turn, I guess. And then Mega Evolved. That would have been funner, but I don't think really would have helped us. There's Typhlosion. It already has the energy. So... oh, energy recycler. Okay. So my opponent has really good odds. Yep. Wow. 320 damage. Uh-oh. Okay. So we definitely have to return KO here. But if we do, my opponent might be a bit set back by the fact that he might not have the rare candy Typhlosion like right this instant, you know? So I guess I'll just Sycamore. There's really nothing else I can do. I need an energy. That's what I actually need. And there's the energy. With the Super Rod, I guess I should put back 2 energy and the Shaman. Yeah, 2 energy and the Shaman. Okay. And then, like, even if my opponent does KO me, I end him, but no, that doesn't really help me. I wish I could have ended him the previous turn. If my opponent does KO me next turn, we will most likely lose. But then again, if I do KO, I cannot use Combustion Blast the next turn. So if he somehow gets Aquilava, I will not be able to KO. So that's not good news for us. So what does my opponent have off of his 5 card hand? What does he have off of his 5 card hand? Can he recover from the situation he's in? Can he get the Typhlosion out? This is really nerve-wracking right now. Really nerve-wracking, because even if we do get the KO, or rather even if he whiffs the KO, we really don't win. Oh, Sycamore. It discards a candy and a Quilava though. So he's used up 2 rare candies already. Something happened off of his hand. Did he get it? Don't tell me he got it. No. Yeah, that's game, guys. 1, 2. Oh, wait. Oh, those energies do count. Well, that's not good. That is definitely not good. Ugh. These special fire energies do count. They should not count. Oh, it's the number of energy cards, not really energy. Okay. So now we have to hope my opponent doesn't hit 3 energy. Right? That's what we have to hope. Now, the question here is, do I end my opponent? Because I might return energy to his hand if I do end. But then again, he might have a Lysander. And if he Lysanders, well, the Lysander doesn't really matter, actually. If he discards an energy with Flare Destroy, he wins. So I actually do have to end to try and force him not to have an energy. I don't know how many energies my opponent does run, but there's 8 in the discard and 2 in play. How many energy do you actually run? So let's see what happens here. We are at the mercy of RNG. We are absolutely at the mercy of RNG, and for 2 turns actually. Yeah. We are actually... yeah, there's no way we win here unless he actually whiffs. Ah. Well, there you go. So we lose the battle against Typhlosion, guys. He got the rare candy Typhlosion off of the Sycamore rather, and I couldn't end him the previous turn, so how much I could have done there. So let's find our next game. No Mega Charizard. We didn't get to see Mega Charizard this time around. Hopefully in this battle we do get to see it. I don't think Mega Charizard would have made a difference at this point in time. I think the biggest factor was us not drawing any ends, or maybe I should have simply, I don't know, I'm not sure. what was the best way to approach that. But anyways, our opponent is calling the coin flip. He does flip head, so we get to go second, most likely, but I'm perfectly fine with that. As you saw from the previous game, well, I'm definitely not perfectly fine with what we currently have, although we can work with this, because my opponent did mulligan, so we get an extra card. We are actually up against Mega Mewtwo, but we do have an escape rope to get rid of Hoopa from the active slot. We do have a Scorched Earth, so we can potentially have access to the next 4 cards. And there's the Ultra Ball immediately, so that's really good. That's really, really good. Unfortunately, Hoopa is what we have active. Otherwise, I could have searched for Hoopa or whatever. So, my opponent starts Shaman, which at least, I guess, compensates. If he does N, like, I'm not entirely sure what I would like to do coming up on the next turn. I don't know if I should go for Volcanion or if I should simply go immediately for the Charizard. Our Charizards do use up a ton of energy, so that's obviously not great. Ideally we would have 2 consecutive Mega Charizards, but that's not very likely. Definitely not very likely. My opponent does have the damage change. The damage change Mewtwo, and there we go. A DCE, a Shaman for 4 brand new cards. Still no supporter either, so we are definitely in risk of an N, which wouldn't be the worst, wouldn't be the best. The escape rope might play with my opponent's mind. Maybe he will promote the Energy Mewtwo, maybe he won't, depending on if he has a Float Stone. And he actually opts to Hex Maniac this turn, which makes sense. It really does make sense. Okay, so I'm gonna play the Scorched Earth. I'm gonna first use that to determine what's the best course of action. We do get an N here. Okay, so by seeing that N, I am going to Ultra Ball away the energy and the Versus Seeker, and I will find the Volcanion. Now, off of this, I would really like to find 1 Charizard. Just the 1 Charizard. And an energy. That would be perfectly fine by me. I have to remember Hex Maniac though. Okay, my opponent does promote the energied up Mewtwo. We give my opponent 2 extra cards, which is obviously not ideal. We actually do not find a Charizard, but we can potentially find an Ultra Ball off of this Trainer's Mail, which we do. That's really cool. Going to get rid of an energy. And the N, I guess. And then there's the Charizard. Unfortunate that we're gonna waste an energy on the Hoopa, but it's not the end of the world, and it could potentially hurt us. Did I really whiff the Max Elixir? Okay, so now that was not good at all. That was definitely not good at all. At DCE, a Spirit Link Mega Mewtwo DCE from my opponent, or rather, yeah, just 1 energy. Wow. Oh, we are in so much trouble. We are actually in a lot of trouble. We need my opponent to whiff the Spirit Link, or an energy, or the Mega Mewtwo, but I don't feel like that's too likely, and we might end up sacrificing the Hoopa itself. Okay, he grabs a Verseeker, so that's not the card he needs right now in order to KO the Volcanion. So that's good news for us. In his discard pile, he only has Skyla and Hex Maniac, so he's gonna go for Skyla. Does he go for a Spirit Link and Mega Evolve and attach? Does he already have the Mega Mewtwo and the energy? Or is he missing one of the pieces? Maybe he's missing the energy. Maybe he's missing the Mega Mewtwo. We will find out right about now. He's not missing anything. And my ends, my ends. I feel like N always hurts me or helps my opponent instead. Okay, so we have to promote Hoopa. Nice of you to show up, bro. Nice of you to show up just one turn too late. Just a little bit too late. No switch, of course. We will get to Mega Evolve, I guess, which is cool. Okay, we do find another Charizard, and I hope my opponent doesn't KO me. I genuinely hope my opponent doesn't KO me. Okay, so Mega Charizard is now in play. If we're ever gonna come back in this game, it's gonna be that way. But we definitely need to find a switch. Or we need my opponent to whiff on the DCE KO on Hoopa. Either one. Okay, either one. Hopefully he whiffs. Hopefully he does whiff. You're kidding me. Oh, okay. He goes after the Mega Charizard. So that makes things even harder. Because now I'm damaged. Okay, Trainer's Mail. I need a switch. This is not a switch. Okay. Oh boy. I need the switch. Otherwise, I will lose. 100% I will lose. So, do I play the Super Rod? No. Because I need energy in my discard pile at this point in time. Okay. So that was a really big mistake. That experience share was a really big mistake. I was really counting on the switch, guys. Okay. But, looks like, even after this setback, we are going to get a second Mega Charizard in play. And almost fully powered up as well. Do I bench this? No. I'm just gonna Mega Evolve. Fortunately, our Mega Charizard dies. I was this close to attaching the experience share, but in my mind, I would get the switch, and then I would switch, and then the Volcanion would get KO'd, and I would have Mega Charizard powered up. That was not the case. At least my opponent doesn't seem to have too great of a hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Hex Maniac. And I should have used the Super Rod. 7, 8, 9. We have 4 energy left. We are 100% gonna have to get an energy, one of our 4 energies, off of the 6 card end. Oh boy, the experience share just laughing in my face. Okay. Or do I Sycamore? Sycamore gives me better odds, but I feel like we need to kind of shut down my opponent's hand. We do get the energy. Great. Great. Okay. So now, if we're ever gonna make a comeback, now is the time. We need 3 heads, actually. Oh boy. This is not going to be fun. That experience share was really bad. 1. Oh, come on. Well, that's very disappointing. That is very disappointing. Like, we needed... No! Oh, boy. We needed 2 heads only, not 3. And we gave my opponent a really good hand. We needed 1 heads more. We needed average flips. Oh. And now there's the other Mega Mewtwo. So we're not gonna win this one either. Man. Like, I'm trying my best, but We were so close. Oh, what? Wow. I mean, there's no way we can win now. How did I not flip heads? And how did my opponent simply get everything he needed? Man. I don't even get a KO now. Oh, this is so bad. This is so unfortunate. That's just the way it is. I mean, my opponent is down to 1 price. I'm just gonna concede here, guys. There's no way we win. Might as well try and find a better game. This is frustrating. And then I end my opponent down to... He had a 5-card hand, he wasn't doing too much, and then I end him, and he gets the Spirit Link and the Mega and the Sycamore off of the off of the end. Oh well. It happens. Okay. Let's hope this most likely last game goes better for us. Oh, we are going to have a rematch against the Typhlosion guy, actually. Okay, we won the flip. I reckon, yeah, we do want to go first. We definitely want to go first. We need 2 energy attachments, that's for sure. Why? Why does the deck insist on kicking our butt? Okay, at least we get a ton of mulligans off of my opponent. At least we get that. That's 3. I want like 10 mulligans, please. Please. 10 mulligans. That's 4. Oh boy. I want my vengeance. Okay, only 4 mulligans. I've definitely mulliganed a lot more with a higher count basic deck. What? What? You have got to be kidding me. You have genuinely got to be kidding. What is this? Oh man. Oh boy. What am I to do here, guys? What am I to do here? Okay. So 2 level balls for my opponents. Energy on the active and tackle. Sure, why not? 4 cards in hand, no supporters played. I finally get an Ultra Ball. Okay. So, the issue here is I go for Hoopa, but then I do not have energy acceleration. Although I can potentially play down a lot of cards, maybe, but I do have 3 energy. Okay. I'm gonna find 2 Charizards, not the EX, or not the Mega rather, for now. And I have so many energy that I'm probably going to fail the Max Elixir, right? Yep. Yep. Okay. Maybe I should have played the Super Rod first. I probably should have done that. Okay. I'm gonna play the Super Rod. Should have played the Super Rod before the Max Elixir. That was really dumb. Okay. I'm gonna attach there. I'm gonna Lysander, I guess. And then I'm going to Shaman for 3 cards, hoping against all hope I do hit the Volcanion, but then what? Then I pass. Giving up 2 prizes against such a deck, definitely a bad idea. Okay, my opponent attaches, plays another level ball, so that must be what he top decked. Goes for the Kulava. So will he have the Wallies? No, he has the N. Okay, so no. Well, there is a risk of a Typhlosion, but not a huge one at least. Not a huge one. Okay. Okay. And my opponent passes. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but okay-ish. Gonna attach there. I am going to retreat, and now I will sacrifice all of these cards. I do not want to Mega Evolve. I definitely need to get the most out of my power heaters. So I do have 2 energy now in the discard pile, yes. And okay, I'm just gonna power heater for now. I can't do anything else really. No, I can't do anything else. Okay, I'm not playing the Scorched Earth because I do not want to help out my opponent. He does have a pretty big hand, so there's another Quilava. Odds are he will find the Typhlosion. There it is. And it's discard time. It is discard time. And basically, because I will not have back-to-back Charizards, this is going to be really bad. This is going to be really bad once again. The experience share helps a little bit. Definitely helps a little bit. You could make an argument that I should maybe be a bit more conservative and use another power heater. Okay, I went and got 3 energy off of that. So, I mean, I don't even have an energy right now, so there's no guarantee I will KO, although there are a ton of energy in my deck as of right now. So, the experience share there. I do not want to play the Scorched Earth. I really don't want to. But what I do want is, yeah, I'm not gonna play the Scorched Earth. I'm gonna discard that and the Verse Seeker. I'm gonna find, I mean, Charizard's not helping me at all. It's really not. So, I mean, do I gain anything by doing this? I guess I do. It's better to have 2 Charizards in a row than just the one, right? And then maybe I can get an N and shut down the 3rd potential Typhlosion, maybe? Why? Why can't I draw one of my 7 energy? Why in the next 6 cards are there 3 freaking energy? Why? Okay. If I hit this max elixir, it's not terrible. Okay. At least. So we will have the consecutive Charizards at least, in theory. As long as I get an energy off of the 5 card N or off of my prize cards, but there's no energy in my prize cards, I don't think. Okay, 1 Typhlosion down. 1 Typhlosion down. Or, in the miraculous scenario where my opponent doesn't get 3 energy, there's a Typhlosion immediately, there's another Cyndaquil off of his prizes, most likely. If we hit the energy, it's not even gonna matter either, because I mean, going down to 4 cards is not the end of the world. 4 cards is a lot, plus the top deck, and then 4 energy, okay, and then yeah, I do have to end though. Okay. And then, unless he doesn't find Quilavas, yes, okay. Looks like we might have a shot here, guys. I'm just gonna end. I'm gonna conserve the Trainer's Mail, bring my opponent down to 3 cards. I will not, absolutely not play the Scorched Earth. I do not want to give my opponent outs into that, and I will Combustion Blast here. Okay, we get another KO. Great. And then we get an energy off of the prices, which is cool because we could potentially or be forced to retreat. Although we cannot use Combustion Blast, but we can use Wing Attack. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me, right? He got Rare Candy Typhlosion off of the 3 card N. Okay, at least he whiffed the energy. At least. At least one thing went wrong. Okay, gonna retreat here. And then we are not going to N. We are going to Power Heater. What is that card in his hand? We do not know. If he KOs the Volcanion, we do get the energy back, which is cool. And we can KO back. And looks like he... Okay. He gets 3 cards for himself. And if he could have rearranged his top decks, he probably would have chosen what he just got. Okay. Here's a Heavy Ball. Doesn't find a Typhlosion and goes for the Flare Destroy. So he's gonna get 1 prize. But we still have a shot here, guys. We still have a shot. We need my opponent not to get that really sick. Why didn't the Experience Share activate? Because I clicked on? That was my bad. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't end up coming into play. In like the sense that he Lysanders up the Hoopa and we have not enough energy to retreat. 4, 8, 9. Okay, no, we should have enough energy. So Combustion Blast, KO, and then that's the 3rd Typhlosion we have KO'd. Does he get the Rare Candy Typhlosion off of the 3 cards after the end to 2? Or do we pull off a win here? Please tell me we get a win here. Please, 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 please. Do you have it? There's the energy. Oh, and he needed an energy. GG, well played, sir. Oh! How much HP? Oh! He's 10 short. Wow. Wow. This will go up on YouTube tomorrow. This will go up on YouTube. On my channel. Our first game and this one too. In case you want to watch. This was really fun. This was really well, I mean it's fun because I'm winning definitely, but because it was really hard too. Yeah, Tablemon is a channel. GG, well played. Wow, this was really close. Wing attack. Wing attack. Wow, we get our first win. No Mega Charizard this time around, but we get our first win. Mega Charizard actually let us down because with 1 more heads against, like, maybe we would have had a shot, or that end, not, whatever. This was fun. I'm definitely having fun with this, and good game to Superman C. Definitely a really good sport. Really close game the first one, really close game the second one, and 50-50. Typhlosion 1, Charizard 1. That's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and you liked watching this like really weird scenarios. I'm trying my best to win with these decks. I'm definitely trying my best. Next week we do have Blastoise, and now, as I mentioned in the previous week, if you answer the question of the day in the comment section down below and you want to suggest a special version of Blastoise you would like to see featured, definitely let me know. I am open to ideas. I'm not closed off to using the Mega Blastoise. If you want to see a different version of Blastoise, if you want to see the expanded version of the deck with the support Blastoise where it attaches energy, whatever you guys want, this series is for you guys to suggest cards, for you guys to decide what gets played, most of the time at least. So yeah, really looking forward to this. Really looking forward to next week. I'm really having fun and I really enjoy recording these videos. And thank you guys so much for your support. The support since I came back from Worlds and for this new season has been amazing. So thank you so much for that. I know I've said thank you like a billion times, but I will never be able to say it enough. I will see you guys on Monday with brand new standard decks, or next Friday for more TCG PokeDECKS. Bye bye.